So we just arrived in the airport. We're at baggage claim. We're in Fort Lauderdale. We still have to get to Miami. Say hey. I, I was not gonna vlog this trip, but I feel like how can I not vlog? So I'm vlogging. We finally arrived in Miami later that evening. We were so hungry and tired. We walked to this cute little pizza shop to grab a quick bite to eat. Good morning, y'all. So we're in Miami and we're heading on our Mother's Day cruise for the next few days. And if you feel like I look like yesterday, I do. I just threw these clothes on so I could get out and get some activity this morning. Y'all, guess what I did? So I booked a hotel that had no gym. And I was like, I didn't even think anything like that existed, especially here in Miami. We're in the downtown area. But why would I book a hotel with no gym? Makes no sense. 0 cents. But as always, you gotta make the best out of any situation. So I'm out here walking. Wanted to get some steps in or some activity in before I get my day started. All right, y'all, so y'all remember, I wanted to get in these shorts by the time I went on this trip. Bam. Bam, bam, bam. She's gonna. I got in. Yeah, so we are leaving the terminal area. Hello. And we're walking onto the ship.
Hello. Happy Mother's Day, everyone.
So this is our room, M62. We already went in, but for the purposes of this video, rewind. Okay. So this is it. This is our living quarters for the next few days. It is your standard ocean view room. You have your. I should turn the light on. How you turn the light on? Oh. So this is your standard ocean view room. Toilet, sink, shower. That's it. And your closet. We don't have our luggage yet, but it'll be coming at some point. What else do we have? Your vanity and our 2 beds. I like to sleep by the window. This room seems smaller than last year, but my mother said I said the same thing last year. I feel like it was set up different or something, but it was set up different. It's small. But this is it. This is your basic room. And our host gave us wine. That was sweet. Nice. So that is our room. So anyway, we're in here. So day 1. So it's been a long day. I'm ready to go to bed. Get ready to take a shower. Get ready for tomorrow. We had dinner with some of the divas. We met our hostesses for this trip. So today's been a great day, but just so super long. So I'm praying for good weather tomorrow. Hoping we can get some beach time in and get the suntan popping, because that's what I'm looking forward to. I want to go back home 2 shades darker. So happy Mother's Day to all the moms, aunties, grandmoms, mom figures. We appreciate you. So, day 2 of our cruise started with a continental breakfast and a meet and greet hosted by the Travel Divas. So, as you can see, we had fruits, some pastries, cereal, a nice little spread, and we got to meet our hostesses. They had a raffle. They gave us all name tags so we could get to know each other. They gave out some prizes, and we all got a little gift from the divas. So everybody was so super excited. One of the divas was celebrating her birthday, and we all sang happy birthday to her. So it was pretty cool to meet everybody on the beginning of day 2. So after our meet and greet, we ported in Nassau. This is actually my 4th time in Nassau. And my mom and I did not book an excursion for the day. We decided to just roam around, walk around, and see what we could get into. So one of the travel divas that we met gave us a suggestion to go on a website called resortaday.com. And she shared information with us that we could book a resort excursion. So that's what we did. So we walked around, we walked down to the hotel, which was I believe it's called the British Columbia Hilton Resort, and the resort was amazing. It was so nice. It was very chill. There was a pool there. They had hammocks you could relax in. And once you were on the resort, you got a food and drink credit and full use of the resort for your time there. So we had an amazing time. We relaxed on the beach. I wanted to try the pool out, but we didn't have time because we were having so much fun on the beach. Once we got onto the beach, we met up with some other travel divas, and we ended up spending the day with them. So I really enjoyed the mojitos there. The lunch was really great. And it was just nice to lay out and relax and enjoy the water, the sun, and the fun. It was a really, really, really nice day. I really had an amazing time. The weather held up. We thought it was going to rain, but the weather held up nicely. We got lots of sun. I started working on my tan. Some of the divas went kayaking. We had a little mini photo shoot. Hey! And we just had a great day. So later that day, back on the ship, because it was Mother's Day, we had dinner later that night, and our servers and the staff in the dining room were so sweet and so entertaining. We got to know them every night. Our main server, he was such a character. I loved him. I don't remember his name, but he was a riot. He's a ladies' man. So we just had nice conversation again. We had a great time celebrating Mother's Day on the ship. After dinner, we went and listened to some live music. My mom loves live music, as you can see her recording there. And then after that, we went to the club on the ship, and they started out with 70s music, transitioned to 80s and 90s, and then they came right on into 2018. So I was so at home. I got to turn up a little bit, and we had so much fun dancing and partying that night. This trip was not for sleepyheads. We were on the go. So this is day 3. We were headed to Half Moon Cay. So Half Moon Cay is Carnival's private island, and in order to get over to the island, you have to take a tender from the ship on a smaller boat. That was an interesting ride. It was we got splashed with water. It was very bumpy, but we made it, and it was so well worth it. So you can see here how far we are from Nassau. Half Moon Cay is a beautiful island. It's private, it's serene, it was so clean, it was just gorgeous. So I went on a bike and hike tour with a few of the other divas. We had a great time biking and hiking. We went up a little incline at the top of the hill. You could look out over the entire island. It was just gorgeous. The only downside is we got bitten up by mosquitoes. So after the hike, we went over to the place where the stingrays and starfish were, and I got to touch a stingray. Now, I'm going to tell you, those things were a little intimidating. They are huge and very, very, very slimy. So after that, we had a beach party. We had lunch on the beach, and then we just got to chill and enjoy the beach for the rest of the day. The beach, again, the sand, so soft. It was just a nice day. We had a beach party. They had lots of games and parties going on. It was just an amazing time. After that, we tendered back over to the ship, and that evening we had a white party with the Divas. So after dinner, we got together and did a group picture, and it was just so nice to see everybody in their white attire, and everyone was so beautiful, and we just got together to take this group picture, and there it is. So it is, I think this is day 3 for us. I'm so tired after going on that bike ride today and hiking today. I feel like I'm coming down with some kind of cold. I don't know if it's cold or allergies, but I'm tired. So I'm just going to chill here and hope that I'm feeling better tomorrow. Overall, the trip has been great. Dinner was great tonight. Lots of great funny conversations. So the ladies are a riot. But yeah, I'm tired, so I'm about to wash my face, brush my teeth, and call it a night until tomorrow. So what's today? Today's Monday, so we came Saturday, Sunday, yeah, so it's day 3. So tomorrow's day 4, and we'll be winding down. Tomorrow's our last port of call. Tomorrow we'll be in Grand Turk. So I'm excited to do more beaching, more tanning, more sun and fun. I think this is day 4. I'm starting to lose track of the days, but I decided to get up and get some exercise this morning. Went up to the top level of the ship and did a couple of laps around. It was so windy up there that I had to cut my walk short because it was a little bit scary. Then we got dressed and waited to get to Grand Turk. Grand Turk again was beautiful. This is my first time in Grand Turk. Actually, when we got off the ship, the beach and everything was right there. So that was super cool. We walked around, did a little bit of shopping, and then headed over to the beach. So we enjoyed the beach for a little while, had some drinks, some lunch. My mom had a mini photo shoot in the water. She's getting her best Baywatch life on. And then we decided to go check out the pool. And the pool actually was much better than the beach, surprisingly. They had this, I don't know what you call it, a makeshift surfing place over there. And people were surfing and just having fun. So we spent the remainder of our time in Grand Turk relaxing at the pool, and it was so nice again to be out and working on my tan. Yes, honey. So after we worked on our tans and got nice and golden brown, we headed back to the ship to get ready for dinner for the evening. And our table staff, again, they were so very entertaining. Each night, they made sure that we were not bored at dinner. So we had another great time laughing and joking and fellowshipping with the rest of the ladies at our table. So after dinner, we headed up to the main deck, and they were having a deck party. So I was in my element here because they had line dancing going on, and I was getting my best life dancing. The cruise director, Cam, he was so interactive. When I do my survey for Carnival, I'm definitely going to give him a shout out because he definitely kept the party going. Carnival is known to be the fun ship, and they definitely lived up to that expectation. So Wednesday was our day at sea, so no excursions today. We were sailing all day today. We had a sundress soiree with the divas. We enjoyed appetizers, we had cocktails, we had conversation, we did some more line dancing, and we just had a great time fellowshipping with the other ladies in our group. So this really was one of the highlights of the trip for me. So I believe we traveled with over 40 travel divas. And of course, we were on a big ship full of people. And so it was rare that we all got to interact at one time. After we finished line dancing, our hostesses came up and asked everyone to introduce themselves and to say where we were from. And so everybody went around the room and introduced themselves. And at this time, we got to know each other a little bit better. Some of the ladies shared some really personal stories, and it was just wonderful to be with that energy at that time. So I thank you, ladies, for sharing your stories with us. So after our cocktail party, I decided to go up and enjoy my last little bit of time in the sun. Later that evening, there was a Travel Diva tea party. I was not able to attend because I was not feeling well. I went and got some rest, and I did attend our last dinner, which was a little bit bittersweet. It's always sad when you're at the end of such an amazing trip. And of course, our head server could not let us leave without one last dance. And just like that, vacation is over. So this cruise was amazing. Being able to bond with the Travel Divas, meeting new people, making new memories was such a pleasure. I enjoyed my time with you ladies, and I hope that we can do it again soon. Until next time, be well.